Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sandra Azocar, and I'm one of those refugees that came in the 1970s, the socialist garbage that nobody wanted at that time. And if it wasn't for the solidarity of a lot of the people that are here today, we would have not been able to come to Canada and make our mark here. So the stories that I have heard today break my heart that we still have immigration policies that leave people feeling like they don't matter. And as that song said, it's not their fault. There's so many things that need to be changed across the world on systems, but I'll get back to why I'm here. And on behalf of AUPE and about approximately 100,000 workers across the province of Alberta, I would like to bring greetings of solidarity and join in calling the government to follow through on their promise to regularize undocumented workers. To stop immigration policies that leave people in situations of exploitation and abuse. It needs to stop now. It is clear, as I have heard over and over again, that workers don't become undocumented because of failures of immigration policies. We know that almost all undocumented workers come here legally with permits, but have been allowed to expire, and then they, then the federal government refuses to renew their health care, and as you have heard, they're left without access to education, they're left without access to health care, the basic human rights that everybody should have access to. And as Marco said, these are people that are our neighbors, our classmates, our parents, spouses, children, co-workers, and caretakers. And we need to have that at the forefront. I love hearing the cry of good enough to work, good enough to stay. We have a healthcare system that's in crisis, and we know firsthand in AUP that the majority of the people that work in our work sites, when you see the faces, are those of people that are racialized people that come from other countries, people that have been allowed to come and work in places like Alberta Health Services and seniors care. And these are people that are still subject to a lot of the abuses. I work up north, I represent a lot of our members there, and I have heard many stories of people that were brought here to be nannies, for example, then they get their permit, work for Alberta Health Services, and their managers are still controlling them by refusing to give them shifts if they don't provide childcare on weekends and so forth. So the abuse, the cycle of abuse and the fear that workers have, it's real. And so we need to be able to say enough is enough. People are human beings and people should be respected, regardless of what you do, regardless of where you come from, regardless of why you came here. Like I said, good enough to work, good enough to stay, and that should be our cry. So on behalf of our members, we will continue to stand alongside migrantes, stand alongside all of those that are seeking regularization for undocumented workers. And we will bring our voice and as a strength as a labor union to make sure that that people reach that status for all, because that's the end. That should be our end goal. So thank you so much for coming out. Thank you so much for standing solidly behind people, and the fight will continue. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido, ¿cierto?
El pueblo unido